to connect up with New Mexico. Kyle Martin is on there now. Now, he's a rocker type of country music, but it's nice to get a change now and then. So this is one of Kyle's tracks that I'm going to play now, and then we'll be speaking to him at the end of it when it's decided. That's it.
You got the culo, I brought my burro, baby. He ain't too fast, but it ain't because he's lazy. He takes his time, cause he wanna drive you crazy. If you got the culo, I brought my burro, baby. I was in Albuquerque somewhere around 3:30. First time I saw her, first thing I thought was dirty. Black hair and red lips, oh man, she sure was pretty. I walked up to her, said, honey, this might sound flirty, but you got the culo, I brought my burro, baby. He ain't too fast, but it ain't because he's lazy. Takes his time, cause he wanna drive you crazy. You got the culo, I brought my burro, baby. Oh, look out! I thought I might could win her. Oh, she liked to dance out on the floor, I'd spin her. And it's hard to be a saint when you're out with a sinner. You got the culo, I brought my burro, baby. He ain't too fast, but it ain't because he's lazy. Takes his time, cause he wanna drive you crazy. You got the culo, I brought my burro, baby. You got the culo, I brought my burro, baby. He ain't too fast, but it ain't because he's lazy. He knows what you need, and he gonna drive you crazy. Got the culo, I brought my burro, baby. Yeah, you got the culo, I brought my burro, baby.
If you've got the culo, I've got the burro. I had to talk to Kyle off air then and say, what does that mean? And the culo apparently is the derriere, the back end of a lady. Yeah. Is that correct, Kyle?
You hit it right on the head, Sam. You couldn't have said it better.
Well, yeah. I was trying to work out what it was, and I was like, eh? So that's why I got in touch with you and asked you, yeah. We just had a quick word off air there, and he keeps saying sir, and I said, no, Sam. He says, it's Cowboy Etiquette. I think that is fantastic that they've still got that. I wish we had a bit more of that in England. But anyway, welcome to CVFM Country, Kyle. It's a great pleasure to have you on the programme. Now, you're sort of modern country, aren't you? You're into the more rockabilly type of, or rock type of music.
Yeah, you know, growing up, I really grew up playing traditional country music. I mean, Ray Price, Win Stewart, George Willie, Waylon, all that. And then a lot of the rock and roll element I kind of got from my mom, and just through years of playing live, they sort of melded together and kind of came out to be the style that you'll hear now.
Yeah, and you are a real, genuine cowboy.
Yeah, you know, I tell people non-practicing, I live in Albuquerque in the big city now, but yes, that's how I grew up, and that's all my family's ever really been for generations, way over 100 years. And I'm very proud of that heritage. Yes, sir.
I had a look at that link that you sent to me to that documentary that's on YouTube, I think it was. Wow, I couldn't believe it. Real Cowboys. If anybody wants to have a look at what real Cowboys were like, it was recorded in 1973, and it's your great-grandfather, isn't it, Kyle? Well, he's starring in it. I mean, he was talking about Pancho Villa, and he was put in prison put in jail for stealing a horse, and wow, what a story. Can anybody get onto that? How can they, can they have a look at it?
Absolutely. All you'd have to do is go to my YouTube channel. It's Kyle Martin ABQ, and that was actually a pilot television show. It was produced by Max Evans, who actually made the Rounders with Glenn Ford and some other Western material, and he kind of became friends with my great-grandfather, and they shot that. But if you go, like I said, to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see it. It's called Out of the West.
Yeah. Give how they can get onto it again, Kyle?
If they go to YouTube and they enter in Kyle Martin ABQ, that's my channel, and then that is one of the videos that you'll find on there, and it's Out of the West, Fred Martin, 1973, and that was my great-grandfather. Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
A lot of different cool things.
When you look at some of the Western movies that come out of Hollywood, and then you have a look at that's the real Cowboys, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, you've actually played Vegas, haven't you, Las Vegas?
Yeah, I've got to play in Vegas a couple of times, and that town's super cool. I mean, there's nowhere like Las Vegas. It never stops, and yeah, that was very cool.
Do you have your own band, or do you put a band together as necessary?
No, I have a band. I do a three-piece, and I've actually really enjoyed that because I like the stripped-down sound. I mean, the CD, when it comes out, it's more of a stripped-down, not I never wanted the huge production sound, and I've enjoyed doing that three-piece. I play all the lead guitar and vocals, of course, and then there's a bass player and a drummer.
The 3 tracks that you sent me, are they going to be on your new CD?
Absolutely, yes, sir. They will be on there, and that CD will be available in May 2015.
Have you got a website?
Yes, sir. It is KyleMartinMusic.com, and if you go there, you can find links to the music, to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, dates, videos, anything you pretty much want to know about me.
And can they buy a CD from you?
Yes, as of now, the CD is not on there yet. The first single, you can actually go on there and hear the entire thing right now, which is the song you just played.
Right.
And when the album comes out in May, then there'll be uplinks to iTunes, Amazon, all the different online retailers.
And apart from Las Vegas, you played New York as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I got an opportunity to play out there in late October, and got to play actually right on Wall Street, which was amazing. We set up, it was very early in the morning, and you'd look up at the tops of those buildings, and they were so tall, they went literally up into the clouds. You couldn't even see the tops of them, I remember.
Wow. Yeah, that must have been a bit of an experience.
It was, I tell you what, it was a little overwhelming. That was the first time I'd ever been there, and to get to play in that city, it's pretty special, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll bet it was. Do you do tours? Do you tour the States?
No, I haven't yet, but I'm hoping to be able to play more in the southwestern part of the United States as this album comes out, and things have really been picking up musically for me a lot in the last calendar year. So that is something I'm looking to start doing.
I mean, there's a lot of sort of modern country coming out of Tennessee now, out of Nashville in Tennessee now, which I don't know. I don't like it. It's too big a production, if you know what I mean. There's too much brass and all the rest of it, and it doesn't sound like country. It sounds more like pop. I don't know how you feel about it.
I totally agree. I mean, and even the music that I'm making now, I don't call it country. I believe it or not, I have deemed a term for this music that I'm playing. I call it less rock. I'd like to think maybe I may have created my own genre of music, but no, you're right. It's extremely produced. There's not a lot of heart in it. Yeah. So hopefully, maybe something will change here.
Yeah, but I think that the record companies are starting to realize that people don't care for that very much because it's too much like ordinary pop. I've just had they're recordings actually, Ladies of Country, I think it's called, something like that. But there's about 40-odd females on there Lynn Anderson, people like that. And that's just been re-released, and I think it's to try and get people back into more traditional kind of country music.
I think people want to hear that. I mean, if you take a survey of just asking people, about what they think. I mean, some of the younger kids, just because that's kind of what they hear, they haven't heard some of that traditional stuff. But I think a lot of people, they miss Willie and Waylon and Dwight Yoakam and George Strait and some of that stuff. I mean, even and older too,
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the artists nowadays, the male artists in particular, well, no, not necessarily the male, both male and female, they all sound the same. Just clones of each other.
Very much so, very much so. There's an artist out now called Sturgill Simpson. I don't know, you might take a look at him. He's one of the few saviors of country music to me. He's got that old, really traditional sound.
Oh, I haven't heard of him. He's a new one to me.
Yeah, he's just got signed to a major label, but he's been out for a while.
What's his name?
His name's Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill Simpson. I'll have to look out for that.
Yeah, I think he's phenomenal. He's one of the few new things going that I really like.
Yeah, I'll have to look out for that one. Have you any plans for the future?
Right now is all of my focus is on this record. We just wrapped production yesterday morning, finished all the mastering, and we hope to have tangible product here within the next 30 days, and then just pushing that. You'll actually get one of the first physical copies. I've got your mailing address.
Excellent.
Just to get them out across the world.
Excellent. Right, I'm going to play another one from your CD. Well, to be. Don't Shoot. Is there a story behind it or not?
I think it's this song I wrote several years ago, but it's a great little story, and it kind of harkens to some of the gigs I may have come close to playing over the course of my life. But this is actually the first time this song's ever been played off this album. You're debuting it right now.
Excellent. Here we go.
Don't shoot the cowboy with the guitar. Well, I saw him here last night, he plays and sings. Don't shoot the cowboy with the guitar. Oh, from the bandstand, I bet he saw everything. Said I saw it all. Just then someone took a cue stick to his forehead, and it soon became a full-fledged barroom brawl. They radioed for backup and the SWAT team. Tear gas and police dogs filled the scene. And as the sniper drug his crosshairs across the dance floor, well, I heard the chief of police scream, don't shoot the cowboy with the guitar. Well, I saw him here last night, he plays and sings. Don't shoot the cowboy with the guitar. Well, from the bandstand, I bet he saw everything. everything.
My guest live from New Mexico, Kyle Martin, don't shoot. And you recently got an award, didn't you?
You know, I actually got Albuquerque the Magazine 2014 Musician and Male Vocalist of the Year. So that was very cool. I was awesome. It was awesome to get that.
I bet you were really proud to receive that.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think I was one of the only person in the in that particular article that received two awards that were given for the whole city there. So
excellent, yeah. I mean, how big is Albuquerque?
You know, if you take all the surrounding area population into consideration, Sam, it's over 1 million people easily.
So it's quite large. I didn't realize it was as big as that, Albuquerque. You know, Dodie. You'll know Dodie Brown from Defenders of Freedom Radio.
Oh yeah, and I'd like to give a huge shout out to Dodie. She has done so many different things to help me, and just been so cool. And I mean, it's really the reason you and I are talking now is because of some of her help and insight.
That's
so,
right. Yeah.
Hi, Dodie. Thank you. There you go. Shout out.
Yeah. No, it was Dodie that told me about you, and that was why I got in touch with you. She mentioned a few names, and yours was one of them, as I said.
Sure.
And but you're more modern country, sort of rock, I suppose. Rock. What would you call it? Rock? Well, you did say you had a new name for it, but it was your name for it. Say it again.
Right, I said I really try to keep that Western vibe and kind of genre throughout the most of the album, but you know, and even songs like that, you know, still 4/4 swinging kind of country music. There are some 2/4 songs on there, but yet still a pretty rocking vibe throughout. You know, I try to embrace both throughout the duration of the album. And
yeah, how many tracks are there going to be on the new album?
It's 9 songs.
9, yeah. And it can be obtained from your website when it comes out. When are you hoping to hit the markets with it?
Well, yeah, it's going to be out in May 2015. It's taken about a year to record. One reason it took so long is because I played every instrument other than the drums on the album. So,
what, you play everything yourself?
Yeah, all the guitars, everything that you hear, every single instrument, vocal, all the production, every song was written by me. This is literally my artistic vehicle.
I hate you talented people. All I can do is sit here and talk to myself for a couple of hours, you know, every Saturday.
Well, hey, we got to have guys like you too, right, to help us out.
Well, yeah, but we need you to send us the CDs to play. So, yeah, it's
sure.
Well, it's the chicken and the egg situation, isn't it, really?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to put your other track on.
The sun came up, and if you look, you're gonna find hay hooks in the backseat of his truck. He got a blue heater riding shotgun and a rope coiled up on the floor. He says, step outside when some dude at the bar says, where'd you park your horse? Now he's a dying breed, a thing of the past. They don't make him like him no more, no more. Oh, and all your life you've never seen one like him before. Well, he cranks wide open cause it gets him high. He's a lover and a fighter on a Friday night. And if you're drinking black velvet, well, you better watch your ass. He chews Levi Garrett and he carries a knife. For his lady or his mama, he would give his life. To describe a man like him, you only need 2 words. Yeah, his boots and spurs.
Boots and Spurs from my guest Kyle Martin, who's out there in New Mexico at the moment.